Here on the weekly report for men's hockey, this is the CJ Marottolo show as the Pioneers come off their second win of the year, a very nice 3-2 win against Mercyhurst, and get ready for a weekend, this weekend at Milford, Friday night UConn, and then Sunday afternoon Clarkson. CJ, let's talk about that win the other night. 3-2, and there was a lot of good things. Stephen Legato stood out, 15 saves on 15 shots in the third period. The Pioneer, three different goal scorers, getting some contribution from a guy like Kyle Verbeek, say that fourth line contributing, and then great team defense down the stretch, a great flurry at the end to hold on to that 3-2 lead. What is it about that game that really stood out for you?
Well, we competed for a full 60 minutes, and we got some timely goal scoring and some timely goaltending from Legato. And he was really challenging Saturday night out in front of the crease, which it's nice to see him back in that mode because he hasn't been there the first part of the year. And what else really stuck out was how our guys stuck together, and we found a way to win, and that's what we've been trying to get to this year as a team.
Yeah, like I say, also some good contributions all the way around. Chip Mladenoff went to the net, and guys seemed like they were playing their game. Mladenoff going to the net to get a goal. Kyle Verbeek throwing a wrist shot on goal on that fourth line on your line chart, but giving you that energy. Did you see that as well?
Yeah, I saw that from all the lines, and we talked about that before the game. We have to start generating more shots, get pucks to the net. A shot on goal is a good play, especially if we have bodies going to the net as well, and Zapolsky's a very good goalie. We needed to create traffic and take away his eyes.
And injuries have been an issue for you guys this year, but it must have been nice to see over the last couple of games Match and Jarrett kind of getting back to what you expected him to be. He now leads the team with 5 goals, and he's had 3 goals in the last 3 games. So he's healthy, and he looks like himself right now. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, he's starting to find a rhythm, getting into a groove, and obviously we need Matt to be a point producer, a goal scorer for us, and we're happy to see that.
Dom Giancaterino had to step back to the blue line, and again, it's just been a juggling act for you with all year for a number of different circumstances, injuries and whatnot. But to see him, who walked onto this team and worked his way onto the Pioneer roster, to come in as a forward, move back to D, and make some really good key defensive plays, what does that do for your team as a whole?
Well, it gave our team a huge boost. We only had 4 healthy defensemen for that game, and Dom had played that a little bit in juniors prior to getting here to Sacred Heart. And he's a good skater. He can move the puck well, and he's a smart player. So what he did Saturday night definitely helped our team a lot.
Moving forward, you have UConn coming in on Friday night. And what do we know about them? I know taking a look at their schedule, they've had some good ties this year. They tied Maine. They tied Union, who, of course, the Pioneers faced the opening weekend up in Schenectady. So what do we know about UConn, and what do you expect this weekend?
UConn has been playing very well. Their goaltender, I think, is one of the top goalies in the league. They kind of rely on him. He gives that team a lot of confidence. But they played some very powerful teams in college hockey, and they've done well. I think it's a very good matchup. They skate well. I think Legato, when Legato's on, is on par with Bartis. So I think it's going to be an even game, and I think the team that wins the special teams battle is going to come out on top.
You mentioned Garrett Bartis in goal, and he has the second most saves in the conference. And you also mentioned your own goaltender, Stephen Legato. He has the most saves in conference. That would seem to indicate that both teams give up a lot of shots, and that it could have the potential to be kind of a track meet up and down the ice, which when you guys are on, that's good Pioneer hockey. Is that what you're kind of hoping for and maybe expecting Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, we want to play up and down. We want to play fast, transitional hockey, and I think if that game goes that way, we'd be happy playing it like that.
All right, Clarkson on Sunday, too, and I don't mean to look past UConn, of course, but this being the weekly show, got to touch on them as well. Out of the ECAC, they come in Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, a different start time, a different kind of day, and a different experience once again to take on an ECAC team once again this year. What's that experience going to be like for the team?
Well, I haven't even given Clarkson much thought, actually, Randy, but it's great to get an ECAC team right here in the Milford Ice Pavilion. I think it's the first ECAC team to come and play here. So we're excited about that. And, it's a great opportunity for our guys once we get through Friday to get a win against a team that's right in the middle of the pack or closer to the top in the ECAC.
And, of course, finally, we'll end with this. This is the final weekend before finals. It's going to be about a 3-week break or so across the Christmas and New Year holiday. How important is it to have some energy this weekend and to feel good about yourselves leaving the weekend?
I think it's very important as we go into this Friday game. I hope it to be a catapult weekend to kind of push us through into break and after break, feeling good about ourselves and being through a lot of adversity and coming out, seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. I think it'll do a lot for our team, and we're going to be ready to play Friday. Our guys are fired up. They're ready to go. They're ready to step up for the challenge.
All right, thanks a lot, CJ. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Randy.
CJ Marottolo, the head coach of the Pioneers, on the CJ Marottolo Show as the Pioneers get ready to host UConn in in-state and in-conference rivalry at 7 o'clock Friday night.